Chapter 4. Turn This Thing Off. I Found a Love by Johnnie 2008. One thing for sure and two things for certain. My mother is just naturally comical. And not in the, oh, she's always saying something funny kind of way. It's more her mannerisms and her actions. She's always doing funny things. My mom's name is Brenda, and she is definitely my own personal, beautiful little angel. The best mother anyone could ask for. I'm so grateful to be her son. We have had so many great times together, and we've shared so many laughs, and many of them being at her expense. My mother is a beautiful brown-skinned woman, pretty black hair that she wears short and curly all over her head. She's slender, about 5'7". Her smile can literally light up any room. I guess you could say I'm a mama's baby, and you would be correct. When I was 25 years old, I had my own little apartment, maybe 20 minutes from my childhood home. I would go home often to help my parents do things around the house. I'd help my mom with cleaning, or help my dad with yard work, or plant flowers, or sometimes just go over for dinner, because can't nobody cook like your mom and daddy. I remember this particular day, I was helping my mom do some spring cleaning. When I was vacuuming the house, she was in the kitchen cooking dinner. My dad had gone uptown. He went to run a few errands. Mom had her blues going on the big speaker downstairs in the living room. She was just a cooking and a singing. I was upstairs vacuuming the carpet in the bedrooms, and I could hear Mom singing, I found a love. And then a few seconds later, I could hear Johnnie Taylor playing through the big speaker saying, I found a love. Mom was having her own little party. She would often do this little thing where she'd walk right up to the speaker and dance and sing to the music when it got good to her. When I was done vacuuming, I put the vacuum up and got the cleaning supplies for the bathroom. Hey, Ma, I'm about to clean the bathrooms, but I got my headphones on. Mom didn't say anything back. She just kind of nodded her head at me as she kept singing and dancing. I put my headphones on and headed upstairs to the master bathroom. I was watching some video on YouTube while I cleaned. As soon as I finished upstairs, I smelled smoke. I called out, Ma! But she didn't answer. I then heard the smoke detector and the burglar alarm going off at the same time. I took my headphones out and walked downstairs to see what was going on. Whatever my mom was cooking in the oven, she had forgotten about it while she was singing and dancing because it burned. When she opened the oven, the smoke went everywhere. She grabbed the hot dish, tossed it in the sink, and turned on the water. She opened the door to the patio to let some of the smoke out, but she forgot the burglar alarm had been set to stay home, which means anytime you open a door without disarming the alarm will go off. The smoke detector was also going off at the same time, but my mom didn't realize these were two different devices. When I finally got downstairs, there was smoke everywhere. The alarm was so loud, I couldn't hear myself think. My mom was standing in the middle of the floor with a paper plate, and she was fanning the smoke detector trying to get it to stop going off. But the problem was the smoke detector was no longer going off. My mom was hearing the burglar alarm and was mistaking it for the smoke detector. So she was just fanning and a fanning and a fanning. She was fanning so hard she was sweating. The phone rang and my mom picked it up. Hello? They said, Hi, I'm Teresa with your home security team. We've gotten an alert that your alarm has been triggered. Is everything okay there? My mom, very winded at this point and trying to yell over the screeching alarm. Yes, I'm fine, but this alarm won't turn off. As she continues to fan the smoke detector, they said, Did you put in the code? My mom says, What code? This thing don't take no code. They said, Your keypad for your alarm system. My mom says, Huh? The smoke detector? It's going off. It's a smoke detector. By this time, I realized what's going on and I just burst into laughter. I walked over to the keypad, entered the code, and stopped the alarm from screeching. I closed the door and picked up the phone, and I said, "My apologies, it's a false alarm. There's no emergency here." I then pointed to the smoke detector and said, "Ma, this is what you were hearing. The actual house alarm was going off because you had opened the door. You were fanning this thing for nothing." We both burst into laughter. She then looks at me and says, "Don't tell your daddy, he gonna think I'm crazy around here." And as soon as he walked in the door, I sang like Patty. I told it all. Once we got everything settled, my mom went right back to her blues, started singing and snapping in her own little world. Our silliest moments can be some of our most memorable moments. There is nothing more precious than creating memories with the ones you love.
I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and I said, "You know what, friend? I found